Better now? Yeah, definitely better now.
You guys advancing to the second round of the CUNYAC tournament, playing Baruch on Sunday afternoon. What's your mindset for your team going into this game?
It's obviously a unique situation that we're in right now, but we're definitely focused on Baruch, and we're having played them earlier this week. Obviously, they're fresh in our mind, and our guys are definitely ready to go. Excited to start on Sunday.
How do you guys look to bounce back after the 10-point loss on Monday?
Yeah, I thought we did a lot of things very well on Monday, but you got to give a lot of credit to John and those guys. They had a great game plan. They stuck to it. They executed well offensively, and they definitely took away some of the things we wanted to do defensively. So, we'll make those changes, we'll make those tweaks. We have a group of guys who've been together now all year, and a great group of coaches who know what's coming.
You guys started 0-9 this season, but won 3 of your last 4 to go back to 500 in conference play. What's been the recipe of success over the last couple of weeks?
Hard to point to just one thing in particular, but I think our guard play has really been great. Mike King has emerged as a premier point guard in this league. With the consistency of Wyatt being able to shoot the ball and Sean being able to score, and Doug and Kieran and Geno giving us his minutes on the inside, I think it's really helped us get to a consistent level of defense, a consistent level of efficiency on offense, and consistency therefore has led to some consistent outings.
What's been some of your most enjoyable moments this season thus far?
The wins obviously come to mind, but I think we've had some really great practices lately. We have a focused group who is not just happy to get a couple wins, not just happy to be in the playoffs. Their eyes are set on some big goals, and a lot of people from the outside probably tell us we're crazy for thinking that, but we're on the court, we're in the gym like this, our guys are rocking and we're ready to go, and I think practice has been some of the most fun parts this year, no question.
And what are some of the difficult obstacles you guys overcame as a team?
Starting 0-9 is tough. Just believing you can do it at that point becomes a daily question. With a young group like we have, we had to reassure them every day that this is a process. This takes time. That it's not easy, and we need to reinstill those values on a day-to-day basis. Those fundamental values on the court and off the court to make sure we're doing the right thing to get us in a spot where we're having good practices, which then lead to good games, which then lead to wins, and then lead to a playoff berth.
Ishan Knapp's all CUNYAC first team. How will he try to take the lead in preparation against Baruch?
That's the best thing about E. He won't try to do anything different. He won't try to do anything out of his control. He does a really good job of staying in character, of letting the game come to him. Last year, it was a shot or nothing for us, and this year we've done a good job of surrounding him, and some guys have developed nicely into players who can support him and really take the burden off him if teams are going to hound him or try to game plan for him. E's playing his best when he's relaxed and playing within the offense.
And Wyatt Hawkins, CUNYAC Rookie of the Year, how's he been able to turn this team around?
Wyatt's a special guy. His IQ is through the roof. He's a guy who's in range once he's over half court, and he's someone you have to guard. He allows us a lot of times to play 4-on-4, and when you're playing 4-on-4 on a 94-foot court, there's a lot of space, and the offense certainly has the advantage. And what he's done so well this year in most of our games is he makes you pay the second you lose it. Shooting 43% from three-point line is outstanding, and he makes other guys better.
Kernan and Geno almost finishing off their careers.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But yeah, they're close to it. Two guys who, like we talked about with them in the locker room on senior night, helped me build the vision for this program. Geno being with me for 3 years, and he'll be the first one to admit we didn't always see eye to eye, but always had the mutual respect for each other. Geno's one of the hardest workers. You can see it on a day-to-day basis. He's a 5'11", 6-foot power forward. That's not easy to do. He's developed his game to be able to knock down a three. He's developed his game to be able to drive and kick and do some of the things that he couldn't do a couple years ago. He was a very situational player as a sophomore, and he's a guy I could put in any position on the court, guard any position on the court, run any play from any spot. He's truly a coach on the floor. And Kieran's a guy who took a chance on us. Was at a Division II school, wanted to change the scenery, wanted to follow his major, criminal justice, a little bit more on a higher level, and he's a guy who again,